Good morning. I hope that everyone is doing well, and it's such a beautiful day outside. As you can tell, we are not doing our Zoom conference this morning, and I'm coming to you live from my upstairs office and just chatting with you a little bit. It was a little stressful last night, so I'm going to make a video regarding the second step, which will be your reply threads for your Guardian of the Forking Paths, so you guys can start working on that. A couple little housekeeping things. It seems again that it has been a little stressful trying to find a time to meet with you guys. So this video is going to be placed in your announcements, and I am opening up the comment portion of the announcements, and I need each one of you to comment because I'm going to ask you a question that I need the answer to. And that is, do we want to just continue with me doing videos, or do we want to try to shift into the Zoom, or we could do a combination and maybe meet once a week on Zoom, or we can continue doing videos and then just maybe do a video conferencing, as we feel necessary, as we feel that it is necessary. And I need to know this. The one thing is that we are going into a literary analysis, and a lot of that is class discussion. Now, I've been giving videos, but I'm not hearing a lot of responses. So I can make the takeaway that I'm doing such a phenomenal job in answering all your questions that you don't need to have class discussion. And I would love to think that that is the correct answer, but I'm pretty sure it would not be accurate. But I need for you guys to communicate with me. As you can tell on all these videos, I am posting them to YouTube, and I have the comments available for you to comment. I need to hear from you guys. Either you need to shoot me an email, you need to use the discussion board that I've opened up to the class for questions or clarification. And you can let me know, in the comments today on the announcement that my discussion, my videos are very thorough and you don't have any questions. I can't really imagine that, but just kind of communicate with me. It's very difficult. It's not like a face-to-face class where I can look at you guys and I can tell that you're not understanding. The only way that I know that is if you are communicating with me. And so there's, you're going to have to do that. Otherwise, I'm going to grade you accordingly. And, so make sure that you know exactly what you're doing, and you can't complain about, well, I didn't know that. Well, you should ask. Or if you weren't completely understanding, you need to ask. So today we're going to continue on with the Garden of the Forking Paths. So right now you have already posted your initial thread, and you're only to read through it one time. And I saw where a lot of you, there were some things that you're like, man, I really wanted to go back and read, and good, because that's what this is about. This short story is so much different than a lot of what we do. It's not very straightforward. You actually have to, it makes you think, and that's one of the things that I like about it. And really going along with that is that when we are reading someone's writing, the author is very purposeful, which means the setting is purposeful, how they create the environment of where that character is. Each character is very purposeful, and what is their role in this story? Are they using literary devices? Literary devices was not just this skill of, oh, can I, this is an onomatopoeia, or this is, alliteration. Because as you know this as well as I do, that sometimes these literary devices can actually help you gain a deeper understanding of what you are reading, and it kind of can give you some direction. So get your notes out on literary devices, or look them up. There's like a zillion of them, and that can, you can say, well, is this present there now? But the thing is if you find it and it's present, then you have to think, well, why is it there? My example will be Fahrenheit 451. The Denham's dental dentrifice, Denham's, and how they used alliteration. It wasn't just, hey, can you say that 5 times fast? It was showing, and it was giving the emotion of the character, and that he was starting to come unhinged. And so that literary device was necessary in order for you to gain an understanding of the mental state of that character. So when you are using those literary devices, if you are locating them, which you should because they're in there, then you need to ask yourself, what is the purpose? Why are they using this? And again, that is to get a deeper understanding of what is going on. At this point, you can look up the author and get some information on him. When was this written? Because it's going to help clarify some of the confusion that you may have. The one thing that I do not want you to do is do not read summaries, spark notes, or anything like that. You actually corrupt the analysis piece of it. This is really something that's personal. It's what you're pulling from this. And if you're confused, then you seek clarity. Then keep reading it. Keep going through it. Make notes. Once I think that you get a little background from the author and then you start looking at this a little bit deeper, I can tell you the first time that I read this, I was confused. And I was like, what? It wasn't until the second time, it was like, okay. And then I started unpacking it. And then I really saw the beauty and the mastery of how this was written. And so always seek clarity and by looking deeper. This is not something that you can just read. You already did your first read through. That was your impression of it. And if you left it at that, you wouldn't really get anything out of it. And so that's really what analysis is to look deeper, to gain a deeper understanding and a deeper appreciation of whatever it is that you're reading. So you are going to do a second read through. And you're going to annotate, but those areas that were confusing to you, reread them. There's something there because it got your attention. Even if it was confusion, it got your attention, which means you need to figure that out. You need to unravel that. Again, if there's anything that maybe you do need clarification on, are there any references to anything that you may not know? What was the time period? I'm not going to really go into deep, but I'm not giving you the answer because you need to be investigating that. And I'm trying to be really vague because I really want you to unpack it and discover this on your own. Themes, symbolism is huge in this story, and it really piggybacks with the theme. And so that's a really cool. When I was reading your initial threads, there's a couple of you guys that you were on the road. You're going in the right direction as far as how there's purpose in the construction and why he wrote this the way that he did, which is so cool. So you're just gonna love it, or at least I hope. I thought you were gonna love Persuasion, but that was an epic fail. But we rebounded on Hamlet, so I'm hoping that we're going to continue the momentum and you're going to like this one as well. So now you have to do initial threads, and you're like, well, what does that look like now that I've done a second read through? This is the class discussion portion of the show. So the initial thread would be that I've asked you a question, and now you're raising your hand, and somebody this is their initial response to whatever, what did you think the story was about? And now you're responding to that. Well, I kind of got this from it. And now that I've read it a second time, yeah, I didn't realize that was more significant than the other. Always looking for significance in what you're reading. Again, everything has purpose, everything has significance, and you're really defining that out. Who are your characters? What is their purpose? You may need to just write the name of the characters down, and who are they and what are they doing, and that could help you as well. So you are responding to what they're saying. You are continuing the conversation. This is not, oh, that's great insight. No, that's not class discussion. In fact, you guys never really do that anyway. You always have something to say. So now is your time to say it in a respectful academic manner. So your discussion board reply threads are due this Sunday by 11:59. If by chance that you did not do that initial thread, you need to do that today. And then make sure that your threads, you have 2 threads that are due. Can you reply to more than 2 people? Absolutely. Honestly, there were a lot of really great posts, and it would be really hard for me to narrow it down to just 2. And I think that so many of you guys, you were catching on to different things. So there was a lot of really cool stuff that was going on. But you have to look deeper. That's what analysis is. Also, I want to touch on something. I read your rhetorical analysis and are the threads going into that. And it was really interesting to me how many times I heard or someone had said, well, I've never written this before and it was really confusing. Okay, I know that you have never written it before. You weren't supposed to do a rhetorical analysis until now. This is a college level writing. Everything that we've done up to this point has helped you in order to give you the skills in order to do a rhetorical analysis or a synthesis or whatever that I'm asking for. Those are college level skills. You weren't supposed to know that. But I got tickled because it was almost like you were upset at the fact that I'd never done one of these. You weren't supposed to. You know, I've been setting you guys up and I've been scaffolding those skills in order for you to do it now. So now is where it is a little bit different. You are going to be exposed to different types of writing and just how you, not just even the writing, but how you're viewing the writing. And with each one of these assignments, they bring something different to the table. So with your rhetorical analysis, you were paying attention to someone else's rhetoric and their purpose. Synthesis, you are getting different perspectives on one topic. Analysis, you're digging deeper and you're looking for clues and you're unpacking that in order to gain a deeper understanding. Each one of these will help you move you to higher level thinking and critical thinking skills. They all just bring something different to the table. And what was also, I got a tickle from, is that you would start off, well, I've never written this before, but by the end, it was like, but you got it. You now understand it. So I just got tickled about that. You just got to trust me. No, you're not going to know everything that I'm asking you. If you knew everything that I was asking you, there wouldn't be a need to have English. Okay, so, and remember that even though we've touched on things in the past, we're going deeper and deeper into it in order for you to be able to take these skills, not just in English class, but in all your other classes. Being able to look at whatever you're reading and being able to unpack it for deeper understanding in your job is going to be a necessary skill. So I just need you to trust me on that and do what I'm asking. Again, though, guys, it's so important for you guys to reach out to me. Please make sure that you are answering, giving me a comment in the announcements as far as what would you like to see of this class. I can make videos. That's fine. I can do it at 11 o'clock at night. Actually, it's 10 this morning. You know, it's okay, but I'm missing your faces for one, but I'm also missing our class discussions and just really having that back and forth. And even if it's not every class period, which honestly I really don't want to do, I think once a week would be okay. If you want to do that, that's fine. And I've been in contact with Mr. Sharp, where they'll try to hammer out schedules because it's just very difficult. I got so stressed out last night. I was just like, oh, I'm going to bed. So, but anyway, we'll figure that out as we're navigating all of this. It's new. That's okay. And we'll figure it out. And it's going to be all right. So anyway, if you have any questions, please let me know. And also, you need to get outside. At least an hour a day. Go get some sunshine on your face. Please do not stay inside your house all the time. Get out in your backyard. Walk around. Breathe some fresh air. And that's okay. Take a break. Walk away for a little bit and then come back. So I'm praying for you guys. I miss you guys. I am a little disappointed I didn't get to see you this morning, but that's okay. We're just going to continue on. And also about the final projects, I did receive your comment, Silas, about not wanting to do the debates on Zoom, but you never answered me back because I asked you why. So you, Silas, have to answer back why. And if anyone else wants to chime in on that discussion, I would love to hear your thoughts as I am preparing what we are going to be doing as far as your final exam for this class. So you guys have a blessed day. I love you guys and I miss you guys. And so have a great day. Bye.